Oh, those slime colors again.
Yeah. Y'all, I got this on because I just
Wow, black.
wanted to switch it up today. I didn't want to just be my face. But let's go ahead and just dive straight into this breath work. So go ahead and get comfortable. And if you're not going to get comfortable, say you're on the move, then just go ahead and tune into you. Hmm. So we're at first just seeing where is your breath in your body. So I checked in. I didn't force an inhale. I just looked at where the inhale was in my body. You feel me? So you just look inside your body. Eyes open or closed.
You,
Remember, we could see outside with our eyes closed. It's the brain that lets us see. It's not really the eye.
yeah, you got
Sure,
turn.
it's for sure.
You got tune into your third eye.
Okay. AKA your first eye. So it's your first eye. Did I say third eye? It's your first
Yes,
eye.
it's the third eye.
It's the first eye. It was formed in the womb before these other two eyes were formed. This eye in the middle was the pituitary, the pineal, all of those, like that was created first.
Oh, but
So
why?
that's how the human body develops and grows within the womb. That's how Source created it. Hmm. So yeah, back to the breath and the body. And when you do your next inhale, again, just peep how your body's moving. Maybe it's just a little teeny rise of the chest.
I saw you that was open.
Maybe you feel your belly rise
I feel
and
my
I
belly's
fall.
great, Mom.
Yeah. Maybe when you exhale, you see how the chest kind of sinks in, but the shoulders stay up. Oh, my shoulders, you feel that? Let me see what happens on the next breath. We're just bringing awareness to the body. Focus, awareness, attention. Being more in control of that, being more intentional about those three right. Yeah, take us real far, real fast, actually. That part. So then, before we go into our compromiso, our control breathing, compromiso, go ahead and excuse me for those who aren't familiar with Espanol.
Can you just speak Espanol to them?
Can I?
I may speak Espanol to them.
No hoy, not today.
Why not?
Porque mamá no habla español ah, grande por, por hablo mucho. Hey. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if I said what I was meant to say accurately, but what I was saying was Mama doesn't yet speak enough English, isn't it? Así or something? I say ma así to Spanish to be able to, not to be able to, but to speak in Spanish. A lot.
Why?
Okay. Because mama got a flap,
I think cafe
flap this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm,
want bubbles.
okay. How's your body feeling?
How about I feel great?
I feel great. I have to take myself on a date. Na, 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 na. I feel great. All right, let's do some conscious breathing, as they call it. We're going to the body was doing what it does unconsciously, right? There's nothing that we have to do to make sure our body breathes, right? It is controlled and operated by source, right? AKA God, AKA universe, AKA Buddha, Allah, whatever terminology, whatever floats your boat. We call it source around these parts. So
Huh?
source does all that.
I made a little accident of spilling tea on the table. It was an accident, okay?
Okay.
Lo siento.
It's okay. Yeah. Thanks for telling me. You're showing me so I can support you. Uh, so yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and take an inhale and an exhale. How was that? Like right now, I'm slouched in my seat, you know. So it felt cool. It didn't feel like I got a lot of oxygen. I'm not filled with nice, what do you call it? Hmm.
You could just do that instead of
Listen, I don't even recall what is the air particles name. I guess it's just oxygen, right? So O2. Yeah, yes, right. Oxygenate the cells. There we go. Yeah, oxygen. So I didn't bring that much oxygen into my body, right? To really like
Yum!
feel that.
Yummy, Mom.
I know.
It tastes like
Okay, God, gratitude. Now I'm gonna need some space because I am doing this recording, yeah? Okay. So this next one, I'm gonna go ahead, bring myself, put my back towards the chair, bring my sit bones up, right? Really sit tall, elongated, right? More rooted, right? Bring up, check out your feet, check out your knees, check out your ankles. Sometimes other parts of our body are in tense mode, right? Our shoulders still could be up, our jaw, because you could be sitting here listening and jaw tight the whole time. Like, oh snap, how am I breathing? Am I jaw tight? You know?
yeah, more help, but just bringing more tea and spoon.
I'm all done with that, guys. So moving forward, we could go ahead and drink the tea as normal. Okay. Okay. So the next inhale that we're gonna do together is gonna be when I drop the count. Okay, when I drop the beat. And that beat will begin on one. I will count down to one from three. And then right after I say one, then we breathe, right? Because after the one, I wanna breathe with you too. So we're gonna we're gonna need that little space right after for me to get with you. All right. So hands wherever you like, up, down, lean back on your neck, right? Whatever floats your boat. I just felt called to do that since I said that. So I got my hands clasped behind my neck, leaning back a little bit, chest open a little bit more than if I didn't have my arms up. And then here we go on three, two, one. All right. Check it out. Check it out. Take a bounce in your seat. Check it out. Okay, throw the arms. Check it out. Oh, tap, tap your foot. Check it out. Check it out. Ah. All right. Now I want you to take yourself and twist it to the limit. It looks like you're wringing out your organs inside. Yeah, this is when the video camera working would be great. Okay, get some visual since we're not doing the YouTube today. Oh, and I release. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. That's what that stretching doing? Oh. Oof. All right. With the twist, you can go ahead and add in an inhale when you twist to the left. And exhale when you twist to the right. And see if that supported anywhere. And of course, if anything feels painful, uncomfortable, contracted, or tight, or any synonym to what I just stated, stop, pause, para, tune in. Like if your body is saying, ah, yeah, she said to take a deep inhale, but that really hurt my chest. You take a softer inhale. You take a more You sit through the shawl through you for your breath, you know? You don't go push past your feelings, how your body feel, because a guide said so. Nonsense. Sometimes, okay? Especially when we're doing really getting into it. We with our coaches and the Pilates and the Kundalini yoga that I teach, like all their stuff is like, yeah, more so get into it, okay? Like you got to push past your own limitations, all right? But here, no, what you said the limit is? Oh yeah? Say less. Okay. I will step all the way back, right? Because we're getting to a point where we're helping our body feel safer. And to cultivate that felt safety, that means that we have to listen to what our body says and respond immediately because our body already learned, our subconscious learned for many of us who are rewiring their beliefs of money, beliefs of work, beliefs of esteem. We learn that our needs are have to wait. Like there was a video on IG going around where the father wants his daughter to practice being balanced on a table, but like she looks like maybe 3 years younger or so, and terrified. Like screaming, crying, like I don't want to do this. And the lady who commented about the video, she's like, hey, like this isn't like the coaching you want to do. Like, one, you go on the table and show her, you do this, you guide her, you take your time versus teaching her that no matter what, if my body don't want to do it, I should do it anyways. I should force myself to do it anyways. And sometimes that's great, right? And tons of times because we got to push past and try new things and not attempt new things, do new things to open up and expand, right? Like when we have a certain wiring, we may not feel like or want to talk to our employer, right? To get a raise, even though we well deserve it, right? But you got so much fear and not wanting to push past, and then you just say, ah, no, I won't. And it's like, man, see, your dad should have made you push past things because see, look, now you can't push past things. No, they don't go hand in hand. As a child, there's ways to work that out as a child to get the best of both worlds, to teach that, yeah, you push past regardless, and also to learn that you listen to your body. There's a nuance, right? You got to do both. But yeah, there ain't no pushing past until at first you feel at peace. Okay. Um, so that's what this is about. And I want you to keep remembering that. Not a rush, not a journey. You know, we about to get into the shmoney, right? But our shmoney is tied to our self-esteem or self-worth. This is why we're reading the book, Overcoming Under-Earning. This is why we're doing the deep journal work, the inner child healing. This is why we're doing the somatics, right? To regulate our nervous system, to rewire our beliefs and our brain and our bodies and our cellular memory to say, I am safe to receive must, he must. You must we say some more and more and more. Why, universe? Why do you love giving me so much more? Why? Tell me why. Right? And mi amor, it's on us to open up to that because source is always, right? God, Allah, Buddha is literally inside you, around you, beside you, underneath you, like it's everywhere, right? So like you can't stop the abundance from going in. Like it literally is always flowing to us. Yeah, we could close the door. We could shut up the windows. We could build the bricks and say, keep out, right? Stay separate from me. I don't want to feel you, abundance. But we working ourselves to reconnect and reclaim and tune into that abundance that is literally just inside us. It ain't go nowhere. We literally can't keep it out because we are it. But there are ways to not fully experience and be aligned with that. Oh, well, yeah, we're taking aligned action to get us back into coherence, right, with ourselves and with source and all the abundance that is. So we could co-create and live out and have a much credible reality that we desire.
Look at that. It's called the cup.
Ooh,
It's called the cup.
co-creation.
It's called the cup 3.
Mm. All right, y'all. I'm gonna pause for a momento. Let me share my screen and in the meantime, and while you watch that. I mean, I'll watch it actually because I'm not gonna. I'm only going to put some food in a pot to warm up, but that last video, there was a lot of
Guys, just
times I need to pause.
some more boiled egg.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll make some more for you. ¿Cómo se dice egg en español? Mm, mm, mm. All right. Y'all remember yesterday? I break down and I break through, baby. Ah, man. I still did not enter gold. Actually entered it on a demo, but not in the way that I needed to. Oh, like right here, I would enter in for a sell. But I don't feel confident. But you see, sell opportunities are here. I missed this one, first one. I want the first one because like when it doesn't go there for a long time, it's like, yeah, homie, you gonna drop for sure. But that one, even though I was up, I wasn't around. So, and I didn't like, I guess my phone isn't on, but I got an alert, but I didn't see it. So I came in at like a 9 something when I looked at the church. 8 something, yeah, because I entered the market around 8:45. Um, so look, boom, it did it again. And then came up, did it again for a bit. And now here, so maybe it's gonna dance between here, but we'll continuing. Joe no say. Joe no say, y'all. I am not, because you saw me. This is where we were yesterday. Where I was freaking out. Look how many times it hit. No, I had look, remember the ChatGPT was like, you'll have so many opportunities in the market, The gold just doesn't go. It's not gonna leave you, baby. Don't worry, don't fret. It'll pull back. You'll have multiple opportunities. Remember, I entered in down here at 40.55, got out up here at 40.65. And then I said, get out. I thought it was going here at least. And then it just continued onwards. And remember, again, ChatGPT reminded me that I experienced the same experience of loss that I would if I had actually gotten into the trade. So even though I didn't, and I quote unquote missed the move, you okay? What's going on?
It hurt my shoulder.
What hurt your shoulder?
I bumped right into the side of the wall.
Is this massage making it any better?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Let me know when to pause. Maybe let me know better for you. So when the market
Pause.
oh, okay. So when the market got up here, you know, I'm like, all right, could you give us a retrace to go down? Like, or what? Like, and I was just like, I'm not sure if it's gonna hit down lower. And I just was freaking out. And it got, I mean, again, some great points to enter. I was here. I had time.
Saw Bitcoin all over town in war tag.
Yeah, I do. Remember that I'm still focused on sharing right now. Yeah. But thanks for the reminder about Bitcoin. Checking that out. So yeah, I mean, it gave just tons of entry point. Um, this one was the one like I remember doing with y'all because it was around this time. Oh no, we're in the afternoon now, but it was around the AM. This is when I usually, either 4 something in the AM, 4 5, or 8 9. Those are like my two main times because of the pairs I trade. So multiple times, right? And I did not get in. And when it got up here on my demo, I actually, unfortunately, went in for not unfortunately, right? But see how that was automatic for me to make it like be something that's not desirable, right? So that's something that I'm working on because it is desirable to have losses, but it's not. Like it really is hard for me to like still wrap my mind around it. The wins of it is that when you lost, you learn. When you lose, you learn. Period. Like I love learning. So losses are lessons. I love that, right? How to do differently, what would you take from it? Whatever. And that's all areas of life and all experiences. Like that is easy for me. Easy for me to look at literally everything that happens in life as, oh yeah, like there's no like almost like no regret about things because it's like everything happens as it should. That's my philosophy. So why that don't apply on the markets then, Mocha, or wish money, right? So that's my wiring I gotta do. Um, but I was glad to take this in my demo as a sell just to like again, I didn't feel anything about it because it's not real money, but yeah, I did bring a breath of relief. Like, look, if you went in yesterday, girl, you would have did something. Okay? That wasn't not what you wanted. And then look, it came up multiple times. Of course, it's gonna take a moment to. There's a couple things up on this level. There's a green trend line. There's two. I don't even know why. There's two yellow lines. I gotta see. It's usually one and one. So you don't say wagwan up here, but it's a two. Try 2 3 4 5. Yeah, it's 6. Okay, okay, 7 8. Eventually it either will pop
Or not pop.
or say, I gotta go down. And in my huh, yeah, nothing seems too strong here. Like that doji on that line right there, for me, that's a sell. But sometimes dojis can be continuations, right? Um, and then the 4 hour.
Take the tea bag out, please, because it's bothering the
You're welcome. Uh, yeah, here, this is super great. Like this kind of what they call this, a pin bar or something. But you see how like this, it's like going on and up, and then a doji. and then down. That other one actually isn't as much as a doji.
Dope.
Um, but yeah, so oh, there's the upper, right? You see this trend line. And break and retest. This level. And John will say that why there's two yellows, so we just gonna keep on.
Story creations.
All right, so yeah, this could easily be just a ping to keep going, but it's like I feel like there should be more wick rejection, but maybe not. It could just dance in here before choosing a drop or go. Joe no say, so that's why one. Um, what you do, you learn more. Just saw him today. They ain't never seen him in my life. Okay, this is what I do. And then
That one.
here, because back with Brother Stevenson, who's gonna be my mentor as soon as I have $1,000 to put into my live account. I am tuning it in with him and the team who meet, weekly, couple days out the week to chart, hold each other accountable, talk, all that stuff. Like I'm just so grateful. I'm so excited. And I've been with his Wall Street family is what it's called. I've known Brother Stevenson or been familiar with him since 2017. Okay. IML days. He was one of the teachers. He was one of the first teachers I had tuned into on their IML platform that had tons like of teachers. And it feels like a full circle moment. Okay, two, three, four. It feels like a full circle moment to reconnect with him. So I'm just too excited. There's no like fee. It's just like you get your money, come through, come be with us. Like I love that. Um and then okay. So here's where Mama Milk is at. So I did put in about 100 in the market and why is my balance at 98 though? No, I say that. I'm like, wait, because this is my first trade. Um, yeah. See, I put in 99.41 and no trades have happened. Maybe they're already deducting the what's to call it? The commission or something? This don't make no sense. Okay, yeah. So Jono say Wagwan. Why that's not congruent? That is supposed to say 99.41 like this does. And again, I did it yesterday, right? Not gonna answer the market. I felt like it, right? I really wanted to like I would be up a couple hundred off that move, right? So on gold. So I wanted that. I really wanted that, but I was so frightened. Um, and paralyzed because I didn't want to blow my account. Like this, I haven't put in 100 in an account in years. In the beginning, 100 was my regular. That was like a minimum regular. 300 was where I start because it's like, yeah, man. But I kept blowing that, so I said, okay, let me start from a little, right? So you already know this account here with the smaller amount started at 18, and we got it to 53. Shout out to it. Popping up everything right away. And yeah, I took 3 trades, all EU. This is my fourth trade, EU. I've been working with EU for so long, so it feels the most I am the most comfortable with EU. EU and you would think gold too, because those are my two that I've had for like literally since 2017. Like they said, pick a pair. Like pick a pair, make it your pair, study that pair. That's your that, in my case, boyfriend, but your girlfriend, your boyfriend, like to get to know them.
Sitting there.
Oh, you are absolutely correct, baby. Let me Take care of myself, right?
Yeah, you watch Bill Sitting there.
Control A. Go ahead and turn the light off in the bathroom. Okay, so now so I'm in a UCAD, we were just on. So in the other account, it's a UCAD cell. And then with this one, pardon again, I'm still learning these like this platform. Like I'm wondering how to pull this down. Or maybe I gotta go somewhere else. Oh, home, okay. And then see, it's not useful. I was looking for my trade the other time. Like, what do you mean I don't have an open trade? So how you open if I ain't got an open trade, right? No trades. Because this market was in here. Like, um, and then so this one, right? Just I increased my lot size, right? Y'all have seen me. I've been doing a penny and then 2 cents, and okay, let me leave alone 3 cents. Remember, 3 cents or 0.03 equates to 30 cents per pip. I'm getting 30 cents per pip. So 30 8 times about 38 pips. About 38 pips times 30 cents will equal this number. I'm not gonna pop up the calculator and prove it to you again. Go ahead for me, okay? If that's what you need right now. So I'm in a UCAD cell on the other account, on the higher account, on that $100 account starting with. And then I'm in an EU. Oh, and that, pardon. Let's just show it. Let me slow it down. Compromiso. Shout out to Goddess Larita. Lara who say, um, you know, peace is being at your own pace, right? That reminder, right?
Squash.
So my lot size here is the highest it's ever been. So far, like in this past month of trading. And I could do that, right? I could do that on $100 account. I'm not able to do that. Now, if this was just 1 penny, right, or 0.01 lot size, then I would be up $3.86, right? At the same amount of pips. If this was $1 that I put in, right, instead of 10 cents, then I would be up $386.20 with the same amount of pips. Okay. So remember, the more we increase our lot size, remember our chart, the more we increase our lot size, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, same amount of pips, same amount of distance, same amount of movement in the market will get me a different amount, right? Based on how many pips excuse me, how my lot size is. So so yeah. When am I exiting this? We will look at that. You okay? Okay. And then here is where we have our 20 pips and dip strategy, right? Remember? God, get the pasta. What's going on in there? Excuse? Yeah, so, but you told me I asked you to clean up, and you said, no, I don't need to clean up because I'll hop over it. So if things are hurting you, that means you need to take them off. Okay, now I could have stayed in this way longer. Like, like, you see where I got out, 781. I knew it would be going up to at least this line. And I got out, like, down here. Why? Because, again, I just have to keep with the rhythm. You don't need to stay in the market. Like, You got other trades. Those other trades are in the market. You don't, this account don't stay in the market long. And I said, no, we not writing nothing. You coming out. So I made my profit for this trade, and you'll see it's updated here. What I've been doing since I've been making, bigger profits, since not sticking to the plan fully, I said, let me just skip, right? Those will be the negative, that dash is just so I'm just skipping those days because I've already made my the total that was not predicted, but the plan was to make for this week or this day. So I would open up. Let me just, yeah, let me do that. What is this? Here. Okay. So on the left side, you see my beginning balance, 20, right? By the end of day, well, it was on November 20th, so I want to get it mixed up, but $20 starting on November 20th. By the end of November 20th, if that's the day I'm gonna trade, then my goal is $1.60, right? And what did I actually make? You see on here on the right side, I actually made $1.70. And then day two, okay? Or trade two, right? I gotta actually switch these up, but actually I'm leaving them. They're just counting the 90 days to turn $20 to 20K. But this again, it's just 90 trades. You could do it in 90 days. You could do it in one day. If you find 90 moves in the market, like it's it's to each its own, right? You said you're done? Okay. Okay. BRBO. Okay. So they trade two. The goal was $1.73, taking two pips and making about 73. So if you got that, and it's supposed to be again in about 10 pips, but in the platform that I'm using, remember they take a lot of money. So yeah. Ooh. Mhm. And then the third trade, all right, and then right, the balance increases, right? The third trade, my goal was $1.87, yet I brought in 927. So I did my fourth day trade, right? I did the fifth trade, I did the sixth trade, and that's why. Here we go. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Pardon. Need to put those days so you can see that too. Okay. So on this day, like when I did these three, you see under here, they put the sum 1326. I went here. Oh, it's 1326 plus the 20 that I had in. So that's 20, 30, 33, 26, right? So then I went here and said, okay, where am I supposed to be? Right? Okay. You this is you made this is your balance. So you already made all this profit, right? Should equate to something around there. Huh? 1174. Yeah, 1174. Next day, 1428. So I stopped it right there because it's like, okay, I'm at 33. It's not quite 34, but it's beyond 31, right? So me putting that 927 here was, and then the dashes to say, okay, I already made that, right? I already made that, and I already made that. So now, let's day one, two, three, four, five, six, right? So day six, my end of day is supposed to be at 3174. And at day six here, my end of balance was at 3326. So I was said, okay. Now let's start for the next day, right? Day seven. So day seven, at the end of the day, the goal is to have 3428. And I went in and this was my profit for the day, 660, which brought my account to 3986. So then guess what? You see two dashes because what does it have here on the left? 34, 37, 39. So I did the next two trades already. So my next goal now is this 4318, right? And that is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Day 10. So that's why you have here, day 10 is empty because I'm either going to bring in the 320 or more. That is going to, give us the results that we want, for that day, and it will continue to go from there. So, yeah, that's how, I'm tracking that. And I see right here, the loss. Now, am I gonna re-enter today? I don't think so. Tight. What happened this time?
I pulled a blanket and then it fell with a blanket.
Is it still hurting?
Yes.
Okay.
I need a quick massage. Oh, this.
All right, y'all. So, two hands doing two things. What you call it? Rubbing the belly, patting your head. Now, let's talk about where the markets are because you're seeing where I'm at. I want you to see why I got in and then where I'm getting out. Let me first tell you right now, I already want to get out. My nervous system is already saying, get out. Get out. Let's put this down. I put the RSI on because I want to see what Jessica is talking about with this divergence. Divergence. Like, it's another confirmation for people in the market. Joe don't see it. I don't see it yet. But that's why it's there if you're wondering. Uh, so remember that we're gonna start with EU. So the trade that I'm in that is on the $18 account, our first account, okay, that has all the EUs, right? Because that's what I trade, right? With this one mostly. So remember all the cells that I was in last week, right? I wrote it down from all the way up here, right? To right down here. And remember, I said it's going to continue to go here, right? But it didn't. Remember? And remember, I put another trade in kind of up here so that I could right here, so I could see if it'll ride to that. And it wasn't. So I got out right around here. I was like, nah, you're not sending me back for no reverse, for no retest, for no because I thought it was, if it was anything, it would just retest and keep going back down. But it didn't. And I was out in business. I just knew I needed to get out because you're having your uh your profit be, oh, it's a profit after you take it out, but having your trades be in profit and then not in profit. Ah, in the beginning when it's happening, that's fine because like back and forth, as the trade's about to move. But after the move starts happening and I'm in it, and yeah, I've gone from having $0 to -2, to +2 to whatever back and forth, and now I'm up +5. I am not okay with it going back to -2, negative. I no. Once I'm in the plus, I want to stay in the plus. That's me on entries. Like I don't, mm-mm. My nervous system ain't there yet to be rocking with that. So, and then I feel like it's not like the move's not really going there. And but that means I think that's so cool how they're hanging out together. You put them all together. Girl. Mhm. So, okay, so why did I answer this? Two reasons. One, and I really got to say it first and foremost, Brother Stevenson, okay? He did a markup on this and shared it on YouTube. Brother, this is Brother Stevenson. I was telling you, Stevenson Lender. So he did it there, and then he also put in the his channel the markup itself. Oh, okay. Um, Uh, appreciate him. I didn't even watch this yet, but appreciate him. Like this is the type of vibes I'm on. Like when it's a I don't yeah, I'll say when because I was gonna say I don't know if that'll happen, but yeah, it will. Mostly mamas though. Mostly mamas in the chat. Okay. Um, but yeah, definitely. Like, did you love an update on like where we're at, what we're doing, especially if we're trading together or, alongside one another? Like, pedal, come on. But yeah, he did this. He shared this. And I was like, okay, I could see that because again, this was what I just showed you right here. Of that, right? All those W's is the same. They say I'm testing so much, like now I make it. But it could also be, look, it could also be, I went down. Oh, I didn't do it like a. Oh yeah, I didn't know. I didn't do like a full retrace yet after having this drop. Um, hmm, hmm. Oh, you covered everything too. Now this change of character right here. Shout out to you, Brother Stevenson, Lindor, because that's how I really begin to understand it between that and ChatGPT. And that's, the market was going down on a downtrend, right? And yeah, this could just be a pullback to keep going down. Really could. Really, really, really could. It's a sensitive zone. But often when things break, it's like it's no longer well, in this case, a lower, a higher low and a lower low, right? So this is a low in the market, and then this is a lower low in the market. And then we would want, they go down and then go up, right? And then go down, boom, and then make another, like a lower low in the market, right? And then with the low, and then up here is a high. This is a high. Let's start from here, the high. Then this is a lower high, right? And then this is a lower high, right? Where the market came back up before dropping again, makes that new level, and then it would continue, like if it was going to do that. So it didn't. It broke the structure, and said, nope, we're not making a new low. We're gonna make a higher low. So this is a new low. Either the kind of the new low is still not higher yet, but we gotta wait for this to come and do a pullback. And then that would be a new low. So just seeing him share this felt like, okay. I could see why it was doing that and not fully go in. I could see that. And then I still wasn't gonna get in, right? When I saw him share that, it was around here and or somewhere in here. And I was just like, all right, I'm, like low key missed the move because I want to get in on something that's a major trend, so I don't like have to, so I don't have to. Part of me, we have so much pull down. Um, you could definitely go do that. Just do it out there, not what here where I have my sound going in. You're free to continue doing that just out there. It's not fair to do it while I'm in here doing what I'm doing. So I got in y'all right here. I felt so popping. It was before this, like it was literally right down there. I didn't even see for Drew. I just said, okay, that's a level. You're retesting it. I'll enter. I'll enter for the buy. But this is something that I said is, oh yeah, he said it was going up to yeah, 1.6 or something. So again, this is I usually wouldn't get into this. It's kind of like the beginning of the move. Like the gold, like this is the beginning, the bottom. But I often miss bottom because it's not like super sure, clear to me. Okay. And then I often even miss retest because it's like, is this fully a retest? But if you go on the what you call this? What you call this? If you take the Fibonacci, you'll see how the sounds, God, please. You'll see how it retraced to this 50% level. Okay. So it was, from here on the way up and then came and pulled back to continue, hopefully going up. Yeah. This right here, this is actually supposed to be this color. This is a monthly zone. This red. Monthly, baby. I could take this out, I swear. I had entered one time. Monthly, sweetheart. I actually have to read through this because there's a lot of these don't even be there. But yeah. So it's usually not that easy to push through levels like this, right? So this could dance, this would do a lot more before it actually ends up going up because this is a major level to push past. So that's the reason I don't want to stay in, right? But that's how I miss moves because it's like just rock out, just hold it out. It's like, nah, just tell me when you're ready to pop. When you're ready to pop, that's when I enter back in, you know? Well, we doing something different, okay? We doing something different. Now, the last, well, not last, because I'm excited to get in some crypto, y'all. Okay. A lot of the crypto is gonna make us so much money on the FX markets. Okay, they're getting to their lows, so we can get in for the pop offs. Okay, the pop offs. All right. So this was the other one he marked up. This he's Swiss. All right, retest. Can you put this out? Now he gave an update on this. Ah. Yep, there we go. Let's see up drop in. Now I didn't enter here. Now if I entered it here and on the USD Swiss and then also on the USD CAD, then I would have been up $80, right? Because it would have been $40 per move that's in. but I didn't because I didn't mark it up, right? I hadn't yet marked this pair, so I said I'm not gonna enter, right? And what's today? The 26th. Let me go to the hour chart because let's say I entered the same time that I entered the USD CAD, I would have entered at the top and I would have been how many pips in profit? About the same, about 40 pips in profit. So again, this is sometimes how you twin trade or even though you usually do it on the same pair, the USD, Swiss and UCAD often run pretty similar to each other. Often. So again, that would have been a thing. And look at that. You see how it dropped here and look at the level it is on. Let's just put a line real quick and go back. Look at that. Let me actually even go bigger. Ooh, child. Oh my God. My, my nerves. My nerves, Stevenson. Because look at where we at compared to the big. Like, this is literally a buy area. Like, a humongous buy area. When I tell you you couldn't have gotten me to get into this on my own accord, sweetie, no, you got to this level, it bought. I mean, yeah, I'm just like looking for the date to see, like, let me see the daily. Yeah, I mean, there on the daily, you can see that motion more clearly, but I'd still be so scared to ride this like little tip of a, even though it's a lot, it looked like a little, like, mm-mm. So I'm so grateful for Brother Stevenson because I would have not. Now you come to my chart, I'm like, okay, yeah, this seemed like a sell. This looked like a sell to me, blood. Yeah. Shit, I feel way better getting into this than the other one. Like we not at the bottom, we not at the but over here I got in because let me tell you why I got in. Because actually when I got in, it went a little bit negative first. And I got in on an engulfing candle. I got in on an engulfing candle that was going up. And you would think like, what? Like, what you mean you selling when it just boomed up? But I was like, nah, this is that like one of those levels to get in on. And I want to get in on that level. And so let me show you what I did. So it was here that I got in. And I got in right around, I got in this one because yellow. I wasn't thinking about the purple is a minor, like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, like real small. So I didn't think to get in there, right? But that's exactly what it went up to wick out, right? So I entered in on this yellow level and then it started going into the negative and I'm like, oh, let me show you the actual candle at the time. Oh yeah, that right there. You see that? Yeah, it shows it more there and on the 30-minute. And I see that boom, that big green candle go up. And literally I got in at 8:45-ish, so that's 8:30. And then this is 30-minute chart, so next is gonna be 9. So somewhere around there, I literally got in 8:45-ish. It was going up, it was going up, it was going up. It was -$2, -3. I was like, all right. Your first trade in this $100 account.
I just want to say that
Mhm.
you're taking so long to play my music.
God, I feel you. And I told you I will play it under certain circumstance, and I got you. Okay, it's gonna be happening. Still soon, okay? Very soon.
So soon.
I know it's taking some time, God. I appreciate your patience.
Much time.
Um, so now here we are. God, I entered here for the sell. Now it breezed past here. I was a little tentative around here. Like, okay, let's see what it do. Because that's a major level, right? The red is a major monthly level. But no, it went past and it came. I want to get out because it keeps dancing around this like zone instead of continuing, and that means to me like okay, that means you could retrace before coming back. But I said no, I'll take that. I'll take the retrace because if it's up about $40, then I'll be down and it'll be up like $30 or so. And then, it should continue to give me at least like 50, $60 in profit. So yeah, I'll take it. But then the other part of me is like, well, you just made $40. Like, forget that it's off of 10 cents. Like, you just made 40 bucks. And not to count, I already took out the other profit. So that was like 46. And not to count, if I take out the other profit right now, we're at 56. You made 50, 60 bucks today. Get out. Like that's enough, right? Because it's this, and you gotta slowly increase your capacity. That's how I'm telling myself. Like, you don't want to go make 1,000 right now, but I'm fine with that too. But it's like take your wins and go. But then my other part is like, no, you have an analysis. Trust your analysis and let it and see it through, right? But the back and forth, because protecting our assets is the most important, right? At this point in my life, I have not been um practicing improper risk management. I have been practicing proper risk management. Like you'll see that with all my accounts. Like I put in what they say is the smallest you should be putting in for what you got. Like I'm not attempting to like let me just jump in with a bigger trade because I know this is gonna hit, right? And then be like asked out because it didn't hit or something. I made a bet that it was gonna blow instead of just like, no, put in the small and keep building the small. Stop trying to make big moves and big jumps and big leaps. So that's one half of me that's like, okay, you made that kid out. And then the other half's like, why would you leave in the middle of the zone? You don't leave in the middle, like it gotta go here. It just has to like that's why and I want to take it down here because I see on here this. I see it. We were in a channel. So because we're in a channel, I'm saying, okay, right? Remember our channels? We talked about channels. Yeah, that's it. Look at the channel been channeling for a minute. Nah, this is a 4 hour, so but still, let's see when this channel been channeling. June of 2025. You know what I mean. So it's been doing it. Oh, look at it. It's gonna go over consistent. And then, all right, so I'm like, and it's getting smaller, right? And I'm like, bro, you coming down. That's just, it's like, no, it must come down. Like, but right, nothing has to must, right? But that's where my mindset is on that of not exiting the trade now because that blotching out that like that staggering, the consolidation, as we call it, that's happening where the market's not like fully just dropping anymore, right? that can bring up the nervousness and stuff like that. But I'm just like, homie, you gotta come here. You gotta come here minimum. And then I'm quite sure you come in here, but you got to, right? Like even if you went here and started turning and going up, but like you don't turn and go up at like a no. You turn and go up at level. Like you make these moves at different levels. So I'm just like, okay, minimum here, and then I'll see what's happening here and choose if I want to stay until here. Because I believe on the daily that at the end of the day that it wants to hit here. That's my belief. Okay? So that's that. I'm about to go, y'all. I really just wanted to share those two things with you. Um, like I said, I'm not re-entering anything on the 20 to 20K. We are up 40 on the count we started yesterday with 100. And then we are up about 12 on the one we've been starting our EU account. I hear you out there. Yes, I'm ready to go jam with you, man. I know those eggs are ready too, and your chicken and rice.
This also hold these, and then you back it right up to the moon.
To the moon and beyond. Yes.
So look,
Oops.
the bed is the moon. Okay, Mom?
Okay. So yeah, I shall keep you posted. I'll stay safe. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Great charge.
Thank you, God.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. So ultimately, I put in my journal, I've been feeling so proud of myself, especially after yesterday's experience. Like that was a lot for me to process, okay? And just knowing that even not to get into the market was the best decision for me. Again, if I entered in at those little points, I would have made money. Yes, up hundreds. But obviously, my nervous system was not at the capacity to do so, right? So, here we go to the moon and beyond. Health and wealth, peace, prosperity. Abundance is who we are. Love is who we are. All these things. And getting back to peace is who we are. And returning back to it, reclaiming it. Power is who we are, right? Because all those things are source. Whoever source is, that is you as well. All right. Peace, love, prosperity. And everything was that. Oh. And is it sorry or my apologies. All right. Drink your agua. I'm just throwing it out there because your girl was not, and I'm only beginning to form that habit. Oh, I gotta go. Peace.
You gotta go.
Go.